Hey guys, Catherine here from Gastric Sleeve Diaries. It's been a little while since I did an update, so I thought I'd jump on tonight and fill you guys in on some of the stuff that's been happening. Last time I was on here, I think I said I had my surgery scheduled for April 26th. I actually just found out that it's been rescheduled. I guess the doctor now isn't working the second and fourth Friday of the month, so May 3rd is my new surgery date, which was 6 weeks from yesterday. So originally I was kind of disappointed that it was getting pushed back a week, but I've been having some struggles with the whole trying to pre-op diet thing, so I think having an extra week to try and get some weight off is actually a pretty good thing. I got my pre-op schedule here with all my appointments. I've already done the surgery orientation, the surgical evaluation, and the pre-op meeting with the nutritionist and the psychologist. But I have 2 different nutrition classes now, one on the 2nd and one on the 11th. Hey Max. Sorry, my dog is here again. I think you guys met her last time. Come here. Say hi again. Say hi again. Ugh. Do you want to be in the video? Yeah? Alright. Okay. So, we have the 2 nutrition groups, and then I have another 30-minute consult with a psychologist, and then a full day of testing. There's pre-admission testing and individual nutrition on one day, so I'm going to take one day off of work. The hospital is about an hour and a bit from my house, so the other days I'm working from home, we're doing flex hours, and then on the 16th for that big day of testing, I'm actually taking the day off. And then I have another meeting with a surgeon and a final weight check, and then I should be good to go. So slowly but surely kind of ticking those off. My first appointment is on this coming Friday with the nutritionist, and sorry, lifting her makes me out of breath because she's really heavy now. I have been working out 3 times a week with my trainer. I've lost, I think, about 8 or 9 pounds now. So I'm back to 281. I'd gone up to 289. And I'm hoping to get down to like 269 before surgery, 268, which is about, another 12, 14 pounds or so. Which I think, it's about 2 pounds a week, 3 pounds a week, so hopefully I can do it. Try and eat healthy. Obviously, it can be tough. Work's been pretty stressful the last couple of weeks, so things haven't been going as well as I had hoped. But I guess I was thinking about, another part of my struggle is I'm in 2 minds about the whole surgery thing, I think. One is that this isn't going to work. I think a lot of you were all in the same boat that we've tried every single diet there is. We've done it all, and we've had success for a brief period with those diets. We've lost weight and then inevitably gained it all back. So I guess I'm so used to failure with weight loss that I feel kind of pre-programmed for it. I feel like, oh, well, this won't work either. So that part of me really scares me that I'll be somehow the exception to the rule. I was talking to Sammy B about this, and she was like, no, they're cutting out 98% of your stomach. You're not going to fail. So I hope that's the case, but I think inevitably you do worry that it won't work for you like everything else hasn't worked. So why should this be different? And I know it hopefully will be. But and then the other thing I worry about is, hey, this actually really will work. And I think what's interesting is that kind of realizing to some extent that, hey, this really could work, and this time next year I could be 100+ pounds lighter. It's the first time there's ever been some kind of sense of certainty. I know this kind of goes against what I was just saying, but as I said, I'm really conflicted. But for the first time that there's this kind of certainty that you might lose weight, and suddenly being overweight feels a little more painful somehow because you can acknowledge how hard it is. So I guess Like, for example, I think a lot of us probably wouldn't have gone around saying like, hey, I weigh 281 pounds, or like, hey, here's a body shot. You know, usually I don't want people to know how much I weigh, and in pictures I'm like, okay, everyone stand in front of me so my body looks small and my face all kind of sucking in a little. You know, so kind of letting that wall down, because suddenly, hey, this might work, so it's okay to talk about this stuff. And I think also kind of acknowledging the kind of isolation you feel being overweight sometimes, and the cruelty that you do face. And I was at my friend's bachelorette party in DC last week, and it kind of, I don't know, it felt, being out in this club and, you know, there's guys, and it just felt like, I felt sad for all of the ways that I'd kind of struggled and how it had been hard. And I don't mean to feel sorry for myself or sound like, but it has been hard. It is difficult. And I think a lot of times when I've told friends about, you know, cruel things that have happened, they're shocked. Because I think as a skinny person, you don't realize that the world isn't as kind sometimes. But yeah, it's just this kind of weird state of it's not going to work, and then it's definitely going to work, and because I think it's going to work, it feels, I can kind of acknowledge some things that I'd kind of shut out before when I thought, hey, this is something I can never change. I've got to cope as best I can, if that makes any sense at all. And then the other thing people were talking about, I don't want to go on for too long, but the other thing people were talking about was the kind of breaking point, you know, what made you realize, hey, I've got to do something about this, I'm sick of this. So I have a few moments that I thought I would just share. Sorry, I've got my notes here, so I keep looking. I was in Pittsburgh for work and had gotten a few coffees for coworkers. Was walking back down the street, and guys, out of their car yelled, you know, fatty, fat girl, fat. Really original. And you know, it's happened before, but hurt my feelings and just kind of really caused me to take pause, and it was really painful and kind of burned into my mind, I guess. Also, I talked to the doctor about getting pregnant in the next couple of years, and they said that I would be a high-risk pregnancy because I was so big, and that my baby could have diabetes, I could get, I think, high blood pressure, and that they'd want me to either not gain any weight during my pregnancy or actually try and lose weight during my pregnancy. So that kind of freaked me out. So yeah, that was definitely kind of a aha moment. I've got to figure something out. And actually in that same appointment, I asked them about weight loss surgery, and they did suggest the lap band, and then from there I did my research and went to meetings and found the sleeve. Also, interestingly, my weight, as I said, has gone up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And up to about 250, I've always felt pretty comfortable and confident. And then from this 250 to 280, which I've gained, or 289, since getting married, I feel different. My weight's kind of gone on my body in different places. My face is really round right now, and that's new. It's always been fairly well defined. And so my driver's license was taken, you know, a year and 2 years ago, whatever, and I went to buy a bottle of wine at the liquor store, and they wouldn't accept my ID. They wouldn't believe it was me because I looked skinnier and prettier than I am now. And I was like, I know I look skinnier, like I gained 60 pounds since that picture, like, please believe me, I just want this bottle of wine. And they were like, well, how tall are you? What's your home address? What's your date of birth? You know, they were grilling me about, and then she was like, take your glasses off, do it. And so that really upset me, because I think your identity, it messes with your identity when, you know, you do have these shifts in weight where you look different and you feel different, and people are always commenting on it. So those are probably my 3 breaking points. And then also just suddenly gaining this extra 40, none of my clothes fit, and I feel kind of uncomfortable in everything. I really, literally wish I could wear stretchy pants for every occasion in my life, whether it was work or church or whatever. If I'm at home, I'm in stretchy pants, and I really think that they should be mandatory for every occasion in life, at least for now. And then, I was going to say, I'm really enjoying connecting with a lot of you on Facebook. So if you want to add me, I'll try and remember to put my Facebook thingy in my little description. But it's KBVSG, KAYBEE VSG. Also, I know I've been kind of wittering on. Two Truths and a Lie. I love that game that you guys have been doing. So it's really hard to think of interesting things about yourself. I was like, oh my god, I'm so boring. So sorry if these are really dull. But mine are: 1, I'm a British citizen. 2, I'm a huge book nerd. 3, I once threw up inside of an Egyptian pyramid. So those are my 3. And Maggie's sleeping. Yeah, I love still watching all of your videos. It's fun to see people who've just started and the veterans and how they're doing. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I think I might try. I know some people in their pre-op do like a weekly weigh-in video, and I think I may try and start to do that to be a little more accountable. I think that might help. So I think I'll try that. We'll see. But yeah, hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.